Fall is in full swing at Dollar Tree, and I found these wooden pumpkin. I love crafting with these. They're so large, and we're going to start with this one. First thing we're going to do is remove the string from it, and then we're going to take a piece of cardboard large enough to be able to trace the pumpkin on it, and then we're just going to cut it. I'm going to use my blade knife. You can use an X-Acto knife, whatever works best for you. Once I have it cut, I'm going to make something really different. Now, I made a mistake because I want to cut it into strips, but I cut it into 6 strips. If I were to do it again, I would cut it in an odd number, so either 5 or 7 strips. And I'm going to show you here why in just a second. All right, so once the pumpkin is out, then we're going to make sure that it covers the pumpkin or the wood pumpkin nicely, and then we're going to start measuring. This is, again, where I decided to do about every 2.5 inches and then make a line because we're going to cut it into strips. Again, I should have cut it into either 5 or 7. I did 6. At the time, I didn't think it would be a big deal, but looking back, I'm just letting you know. All right, so we're just going to make some lines, and then we are going to cut it again using the X-Acto knife or the blade knife. While I was cutting it, I decided to cut off the stem because we're not going to need that. All right, so here we go. We're going to start removing the top portion of the cardboard, exposing that corrugated design that I really like. And we're going to do that in every other strip. On the other ones, we're going to leave as is because we're going to cover with fabric. This is why it's good to have an odd number of strips rather than an even, because that way both start and finish will have the same design. Leaving it like this gave me one start with fabric, the other one with the corrugated, and it just looked a little wonky, and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so the corrugated portion, we're just going to dry brush some white paint. Not super heavy, just a little bit of white paint, and you can do whatever color you want. Now we're going to take this plaid style fabric that I had from last year, I think maybe 2 years ago. We're going to Mod Podge it to the other pieces. We're just going to add a nice generous amount of Mod Podge, and then we're going to place it, and then we're just going to let it dry. And then using an X-Acto knife, we're going to cut off the X's. Again, you can use fabric, or you can even use a different type of paint. You can use craft paper. You can use peel and stick wallpaper. Whatever you have at home, it's just a matter of what design you want. All right, so we're just going to finish cutting off the X's here, and now we're going to put everything together. So you see how it kind of looks a little wonky, and you're going to see it better when it's actually up. Anywho, we're just going to make sure that everything aligns really well, and we're going to start hot gluing. All right, guys, I don't know what happened, but everything was aligned. Everything was great, but for some reason, things weren't aligning back when I was putting it back on the pumpkin, even though I did measure and make sure everything was covered. I have no clue what was happening, but you see right here, things are measuring. Like at the top, I don't know if I switched the pieces. I'm not sure what happened. However, we made it work. So we're just going to keep hot gluing, making sure that the bottom edge is aligned. The top, I'm not worried about because we're going to cover that up with florals. I have no clue what happened, but here we are. All right, so we're just going to hot glue one piece at a time, again, alternating the fabric covered and the corrugated style one until the entire piece is covered. I want to make a larger stem, so we're going to take the leftover cardboard. We're just going to freehand one, and then we're going to cut it again with a blade knife. I made it a little too thick, so I did decide to cut off a piece from it, making it just a bit thinner. You can make it large, you can leave it the way it was, whatever you want. I just thought this size will look great with the size of the pumpkin. We're going to wrap it with this burlap ribbon. This is just leftover ribbon that I had. We're going to cut it into smaller, thinner pieces, and we're just going to wrap it around, securing it with hot glue as needed. You can also use rope, or you can use lace ribbon, whatever you want. It does not matter. All right, so now that everything is nicely put together, we're going to cut off a little bit of the original stem so it's thinner, and we're going to hot glue the new stem right onto the top. We're going to add a piece of jute string, tie it around in a knot, and then make a little loop with a knot. This is so that we can hang the piece on the wall. Really easy, or you can add anything else you want to hang it. All right, so now we're going to add some florals. We're just going to add this beautiful yellow and orange flower right there in the center, and we're going to add different picks, different colors, just going to make it nice and full. This is the style that I actually wanted, but it worked out because it covered the mishap at the top. And then once I add the last few here, that is it, my friends. What a gorgeous piece. Now, this is what you can really tell. It's kind of wonky there. If I would have had fabric in the beginning and the end, I think it would have looked better. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take another one of those wooden pumpkins. This one is leftover from a previous year, and we're going to pair it with this fabric from Dollar Tree, which has a beautiful design. And I am going to cut off a piece that's going to fit and cover the entire surface, and we are going to use the Gorilla Adhesive Spray for this one. You can also use Mod Podge and just go little by little, or you can use the iron-on technique with the Mod Podge, whatever you want. We're going to use the X-Acto knife to cut off the excess from the sides, as well as the mouth, the nose, and the eyes, because we are going to add light to this one, and it's going to look amazing. I'm going to line and edge the eyes and everything with this brown marker. This is just to make it nice, and I don't know, it was missing something, so I think lining it and darkening it worked really well. So I'm going to do that again in the openings of the eyes, nose, and mouth, as well as the edges. To elongate the stem on this one, we're going to use aluminum foil. We can use cardboard as well, but I think using aluminum foil allows me to make one where I can shape it in whatever shape I want. So we're just going to wrap around as much as I need, going from thicker at the base to a little thinner at the top. And again, we're going to use burlap ribbon to wrap it around and cover it up and make it nice and neutral. And then it's time to start adding some lights. We're going to add it to the back of the piece, and we're going to do it as close as possible to the edge of the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, because I want to be able to see it through the front. So we're just going to use masking tape to kind of shape it in the shape that we want it, holding it in place. The little battery pack will be hot glued here in just a minute. And you want to hot glue it to the edge as possible so that you can reach it with your finger and turn it on and off. These fairy lights are really good to craft with. I get them on Amazon, and I do have them in my Amazon store, which is linked below if you want to check it out. Once the lights were attached, we're just going to start adding some florals to this one as well, and we're going to focus right there at the top. We're not going to do as many because I do want to see those eyes, of course, but we're just going to start with greenery and then add as needed, complementing the colors and design of the fabric. And then finally, we're just going to add more of that jute string around the stem to create a hanging hook so that we can hang it on the wall. What a stunning piece. Let me tell you, I absolutely love the way this one turned out, and it lights up beautifully in the dark. What do you think? For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to start with more fabric. This is also from Dollar Tree, and we're going to start with two different designs and cut them into strips. They complement each other really well for this next pumpkin craft. This foam pumpkin is from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to use a tool just to kind of make dents in all of those edges from the pumpkin design. I'm not going all the way through. I'm just denting it right now. Then I'm going to take my X-Acto knife, and I'm actually going to cut halfway through the foam. I'm not cutting all the way in. The pumpkin is hollow. So I'm just going to make dents right on all of those edges and then cut off completely the stem because we are going to be replacing it. I saw this technique on Pinterest recently, and I'd never tried it before, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a try because it looks really fun. I'm going to place one fabric, and I'm just going to start inserting it into that slit that I made. Again, it doesn't go all the way through to the inside, just about halfway. And I'm just going to cut and keep pressing and pushing it in as needed with this tool. This tool is one of those weeding tools that you can use when working with vinyl. I did the same thing with the other fabric, and then I'm going to continue to do so, alternating the designs. I'm going to speed it up here for you because it did take a little bit, but that's okay. I really enjoyed the process. It's coming along so cute. All right, so I'm just inserting here this one, and you can tell that I'm just cutting and inserting and pushing it in, and it just has this great plush look without it being plush. All right, so now for the top and the bottom, I'm just going to use my hot glue tip and just kind of add hot glue and push as needed so they're all joined together. I'm going to add one of these leaves that I have from other projects. I've used these all the time. I love them. And then I'm going to use one of these wooden stems from Dollar Tree and just press it right there, right on top. Then I'm going to add one of these fall leaves and add it right there. And then just a cute little simple flower just right there because the fabric is the star of the show. Love this technique. I'm so glad I tried it. It was actually really easy, but I'd love to know what you think of this one. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, I'm going to take this beautifully designed fabric. We're just going to iron it just a little bit to remove some of the folds. I took this wood round from Dollar Tree from leftover, I think it was spring, and I'm just going to use it as a guide, trace a circle, and then cut off the excess fabric. Then I'm going to take my stitching needles and I'm going to thread some jute string right through it and tie the other end in a knot. Okay, now the string needs to be long enough to go all around the fabric. All right, so now we're going to thread it in and out through, leaving about maybe 1/4 of an inch on the outside of the edge. And we're going to do that all the way to the end until both strings meet. And then we're going to pull just like this. Almost looks like a little shower cap. All right, once you have it somewhat closed, we're going to stuff it up with some pillow stuffing. And then we're going to zip it all the way through. So we're just going to tighten it and then tie it in a simple knot right there. Now, don't cut off the excess string because we're going to use the string to create that pumpkin look. So we're going to thread that needle again, and then we are just going to poke it through the bottom, through the middle, and the top, just like that. And then you want to pull to create that pumpkin side look. You know what I'm talking about? And we're going to do this several times so that it has that pumpkin look all around. But don't cut off the excess string because we're going to tie it to each other at the end. How adorable is this looking? Oh my word. Okay, so I tied it. Now you can cut off the excess, and this is what it's looking like. How cute. And you can do this any size. You can make massive big ones and use them as pillows for your couch. Think about that for a minute. All right, I used another one of those wooden stems and just hot glued it in the center, and I'm going to add this beautiful, cute little orange leaf and a foam acorn from Dollar Tree. And look how stunning this looks. It is tiny but mighty. Let me tell you, this is such a cute craft and it's so easy. It would be a fun one to make with kiddos also. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.